Hey guys, it's Noelia, and today I'm going to be answering some questions and doing my makeup. So, that's it. Let's get into it. So I wrote down the questions because I record on my phone and I didn't want to bring my laptop down. So the first question is, how do I stay negative, how do you stay negative in a positive situation? How do I stay positive in a negative situation? I don't really react the best, so I wouldn't have the best answer for this. For me personally, like, if I'm going through a negative situation, it depends on who it's with. If it's with my boyfriend, let's say, either I'll be the not petty, but like the childish one, and I'll ignore him for a little bit and then end up communicating with him, or sometimes like it's something that I don't really want to be in, like I don't want to have the issue anymore, so I just immediately bring it up, and if it doesn't get fixed, it doesn't get fixed. I don't know what else to say. But if it's with my family, I used to be I was young then, so you know, I used to be petty, I used to be childish, I used to talk back. Now if I get in a negative situation with my family, I'll either not talk to them. I don't live with them, so I'd probably not talk to them until they calm down or till I calm down, or sometimes I'll just tell them calm down, like it's not that serious, like I don't know why you're getting all negative over something so small, if that makes sense. So I'm struggling. Okay, so I put my camera to face down a little bit. So the next question is first time getting high and my worst high. This is kind of weird. My first time getting high. I don't know if I should say it. I don't know. I guess I will, won't I? So the first time was when I was in, I think it was seventh grade. And it was with my friend. Okay, let's call her Blue. Her name's Blue. And so I knew someone, and she's smoked before, and this was like my first time, so I was just like, I know someone, so I could just hook both of us up. And so I ended up DMing this girl, and I was like, hey, do you want to meet up and smoke? And then she said yes, obviously. And then we ended up getting on a bus, and we went to the mall in the area that we lived in. And on the street, like on the back street of this mall, there's like this garden kind of hidden. And like people can still walk through there, but there's like not many people. And so we sat in this little like garden area, and she brought her weed and her pipe. And then so basically they started, and then like I was like pulling it into my mouth and blowing it out like my first time, and they're like, are you doing it right? And I was like, I don't think so, because I don't really feel anything. And then she was like, inhale it with your throat, so like pull it into your throat. And I was like, all right. So I did it, and then like my first time, obviously I coughed. And then so we did that for a few times, you know, we had a whole little session. And then we ended up walking to the bus stop. And on the way to the bus stop, I was like, Blue, I'm hella hungry. And I was just giggling the entire time. I don't know what I was giggling about, because I don't remember anything being funny. And that's pretty much what happened. So I came upstairs because I got interrupted and my phone was about to die, so I needed to charge it. So I just remember being all giggly, and nothing was funny, obviously. And we ended up going to her house, to Blue's house, and she just ate noodles. She made them for herself and not for me, so I felt kind of like, damn, like, that's kind of rude. But I mean, she was my friend, so I didn't say shit at that point. because she was my only girlfriend. And yeah, that I went home. Oh, that same day, my first time getting high, that was the first time I ever ditched school too. So that happened. And yeah, I ended up getting caught for skipping school, but not for smoking weed. Oh, my worst tie. Oh my god, I do have a worst tie. I really thought I didn't, so I wasn't gonna say anything, but I do. So this happened, I think, either 1 month or 2 months ago. I don't know why this happened, but it did. So basically, I was smoking with my boyfriend. I don't know how to like explain what happened. So we were smoking and I was standing. Yeah, I was standing for the most part. And when I smoke, I usually sit down. So I don't know why. Maybe because I was standing and smoking. I don't think that really affects you, but maybe that's what happened. I was standing, he was sitting down, the chairs were wet, but he wanted to sit down anyways, and we were smoking. All of a sudden, I'm drinking a Sprite while smoking, by the way. So all of a sudden, I see static, like you know when the TV, like the static comes on because the channel's not working or whatever. That's what I was seeing with my eyes, and I was telling him like, hey, like, Koi, I see static. Like, I don't know, it's just weird because I've never seen static while smoking. And he was like, he didn't say anything because, I don't know, he didn't say anything. What? God, this literally happened, so I don't know why. I can't remember. So, okay, what happened after that? So, okay, this is why I don't remember. So he told me that I was like, I think I was like trying to hug him or something, or I wanted to sit down, and he was gonna put me to sit down, and so pretend there's like a balcony made of wood, obviously, and the chair's like right here, so the chair's facing that way. So I sit down, or I'm struggling to sit down. I sat down on the floor first and then on the edge of the chair, and then he finally like got me to sit back and I hit my head. So I don't remember that. And I didn't feel it after either. And I think I remember, like, I thought I was falling asleep, but I was in the chair. So I don't remember that. And then the next thing I know, I started crying because like I realized like I felt weird and it just didn't make any sense what was happening to me. And I was like, Koi, like, what's going on? Like, am I gonna die? Like, was it laced or something? Like, what's going on? And so he ended up like comforting me, and I think he finally got me to stand up. I was supposed to be babysitting, so obviously I didn't make the right choice to smoke, but I was supposed to be babysitting, but all the kids had fallen asleep at this point, so I thought it was fine. And he didn't want me to wake up the kids with me crying, so he waited till I calmed down to take me inside to the bed. And then I fell asleep. Yeah. That has happened almost 2 times actually. At our house on the street was the first time it happened, but like it wasn't that bad. Like I remember just seeing static. But that second time, oh my god, that shit was horrible. He ended up telling his best friend, and like, I don't know, it was crazy. So the next question is, how has life been like since or after high school? It's been not different. When I was in high school, I did online for second semester of senior year, and so I stayed home. I didn't really do much, and it's after high school now and I still don't do anything. I've been applying to jobs. Nobody wants me, so I'm chilling and still applying, even though I don't really see any hope for me, but that's fine. So not much is different. Any paranormal experiences? Have I got the story for you? No, I'm playing. One time, me and my sister were coming home from school. We were in middle school. And we came home. The house was empty. like no one was home. And so we went upstairs to go check if anybody was home. So we opened all the doors of the rooms and nobody was in any of them. So we ended up closing them. Remember that. We closed them all because we didn't want people to think we were checking in their rooms or whatever. So then we go downstairs. So we were about to turn on the TV. My sister was about to call my mom to ask her where she was. All of a sudden, we heard all the... I'm gonna cry. Bro, this shit was so scary. We hear all the doors slam upstairs. And, like, I looked at her and we both started running out of the house. And we went so we kind of lived in houses that were, like, kind of surrounding each other in a circle. And there was a playground in the middle. We ran to that playground. We were calling our mom, and I was telling her, bro, we shut all the doors. How the hell did, like, they all close? Like, oh my god, this shit was so bad. And also, like, in that same area where we lived, our houses were built on top of a graveyard. So that made it, like, seem like more, like, spooky. I swear, this is so true, though. Like, all the doors slammed shut on their own. We used to hear footsteps on the stairs, like, you know, that little things that, like, you think are paranormal and stuff. But the doors thing, that was the absolute craziest thing that happened to us. My biggest fear is worms. My biggest fear used to be dogs, but now it's, well, it was dogs, but it was also worms. But I'm kind of getting used to dogs a little bit, so I don't really consider it to be my biggest fear. So worms are definitely my biggest fear. Well, I look crazy, but trust me, this will be fixed. I know, my shit looks crazy. Bro, this palette smells so good. It smells like chocolate. I freaking love these lashes. Well, I'm done with my makeup. I didn't do my eyebrows because honestly that was gonna be a lot of work, so that was a no from me. Fake friends. Talk about fake friends, I guess. I've never really had fake friends because I never had, like, close friends. I was always friends with my sister's friends, so she has plenty of stories. If I had a fake friend, I guess, like, I would confront them about whatever situation, and I'd end up cutting them off if I didn't think, like, if they were, like, fake, you know? There wasn't much to say. Whenever I post on my story to have my friends ask me questions, they never. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm not more entertaining. I wish I was, but I'm sorry. And I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.